I'm going on an adventure. I'm about to head out of town for a 7-day trip to Rwanda and Uganda. We're going gorilla trekking, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this trip. For this trip, I would like to introduce you to my secret weapon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Patagonia 40L black hole duffel bag. This thing could probably fit a body. Big fan. Big fan. And I tell you, we're gonna get everything that we need for this trip in this bag and a backpack. Now, when I think about traveling for an adventure, I kind of have to organize it in a couple ways. First off, I go through and make a list of how many days and nights we're gonna be there. Cool, no problem. Then I check the weather, because if you don't check the weather, you may end up absolutely screwing yourself. For this trip, we've got a little bit of a temperature variance. For the city days, we are going to be in the mid-80s. For the days that we're up in the mountain, we're gonna be like low 70s. So I'm trying to mitigate that by packing some layers, but at the same time, I can't pack too much. The other way I think about packing is to break out activities. So I wanna make sure that I have an idea of what I'm wearing for each activity, packing things that can be versatile for multiple activities. So in this case, we've got 2 gorilla treks. We've got a golden monkeys trek. We've got several nights of dinner. We've got 1 city day. I've got 2 transit days. No, 3 transit days, if you count the last one where we're coming home and headed to the airport. So there's a lot to pack for here. Not to mention, I'm traveling again with World Playground, and they film everything. So I like to look a little cute, more so than I might if I wasn't filming. So I had to really think about this one. Let's start with the actual hikes. So for the hikes, I'm taking these LL Bean ripstop pants. They are amazing. And all of my hiking clothes, by the way, I have already soaked in permethrin, which is like a crazy good insecticide. And I'm hoping that helps with any mosquitoes or like tsetse flies. I really don't want to get a parasite, y'all. I'm gonna pair it with this really nice Lorna Jane athletic tank top. Yeah, it's kind of one note, but that's okay. On top of it, I'm going to put this LL Bean hiking shirt. It's long sleeve, it's SPF like 50, it's ventilated, it's real nice. So those are my gorilla trekking basics. Oh, and there's a sports bra, duh. For my second trek, that's the Golden Monkeys trek, I am taking a pair of Viore ripstop pants. These are navy blue, which they kind of advise against because they attract the tsetse fly. But I don't know, I read some things that said like, oh, the tsetse fly isn't that prevalent in the jungle, so you should be okay. I don't know, I think this is gonna be a game time decision. With that, I've got this super cute Athleta tank, and I'm gonna wear that white shirt over the top of both. Now, a couple of special items that have to go with that. Poncho. You need a rain jacket or a poncho or something because it rains a lot there. So I decided to go with a poncho because I want it to be able to fit over my backpack as well. And then I've got some rain pants. Very important because I don't want to be soaking wet. So I'm going to pack those with me. Taking a hat. Very important. And then of course I've got like multiple pairs of socks just in case. Oh, and duh, you need some hiking boots. These hiking boots are from On. I absolutely love them. Big fan of these hiking boots. I've used them in Kenya and Iceland, all the places. They are just winners. Big fan. Now for transit days, I want things that are comfortable and again layered. So I've got this pair of Athleta pants. They're like cargo pants. I wore these in Kenya. They were great. I've also got a couple of tank tops, white shirts, and then again like a white overshirt. This one's just cotton, but this is like stylish and versatile and helps me not only for warmth but also like just be a little more conservative in some of these areas where they may not appreciate the lady's skin. It's their country, I'm just visiting. I'm taking 1 pair of shorts just to swap things out just in case it's warm enough I can wear some shorts. And then I've also got, oh, I forgot about this guy, another Athleta tank top. This is like magic fabric. It's so smoothing. I just love it. And then I've got an Athleta romper as well. I figured this will be really cute to like change into when I get back to the lodge, after hiking, hanging out, whatever. This is a good piece for that. I do not want to wear this for transit because I don't know what the bathroom situation is. There's a chance I'm going to be peeing in the jungle, and if I'm peeing in the jungle, I am not stripping the whole romper off. That's just a bad idea. So, okay, we've covered hiking clothes. We've covered transit clothes. Then I'm gonna bring clothes I don't need. I rented this dress from Rent the Runway and I'm gonna wear it on my city day. It's a long dress, it's conservative again, but it's airy, it's lightweight, it's comfortable, it looks really nice. I think this is gonna be a beautiful thing for walking around Kigali, going to the Genocide Memorial and the craft market. You know, just you're in the city, so I don't think it's appropriate to wear your safari clothes like in the city. You stand out as a tourist. Granted, I'm gonna stand out. It just is what it is. But you know, I think it's just nice to dress up a little bit and look respectful. Then I have the fun clothes. This puppy, so cool. This jumpsuit is from Anthropologie. I'm a fan. So cute. I think this is either going to be like dinner night one or like dinner at the lodge one night. I also have this orange bubble dress. Don't need this. You don't need to take these things, but I am. And again, think it's going to look great in photos. And this red dress as well, I think is going to look so cute in photos. So those are my frivolous outfits that I'm taking as well. All right, we got hiking boots, we got hiking clothes, we got transit clothes, we got fun clothes, we got a city clothes. I'm taking sandals. Sandals are important. For shoes, I'm just taking the hiking boots. These sandals, these are from Cole Haan. Yeah, Cole Haan. And the shoes I have on my feet right now, just a basic pair of white sneakers. These are great for the plane and for transit, so I'm actually going to wear these on the plane, and I only have to pack the hiking boots and the sandals. Perfect. I've also got a very cheap purse, like exceptionally cheap purse. This is mostly for the city day, so I can keep all my stuff with me and keep it secure. And I like honestly don't care about this purse. Like I'm not taking anything valuable, you know, so this is just good to like carry stuff. I've got a pair of pajamas. I also am taking a bathing suit because apparently one of our lodges has a sauna, so that's cool. We've got all of our underwear, we've got all of our socks. And then there are a couple of like special items that I have to take for the gorilla trek itself. So for that, I am bringing a pair of gardening gloves. They recommended these to us in case you need to like grab onto branches or things. So I don't know, I got these gardening gloves just in case. They're lightweight, they're small, I can fit them in my backpack really easily. Good pair of sunglasses. These are blenders, so they're nice. They look good, but they're not super expensive. So if they do get scratched up, it's no big loss. I read a blog that somebody recommended waterproof cases for your phone. So I'm taking waterproof cases for my phone. I got one for my mom too. I've also got a bunch of snacks. I'm taking a couple of Bobo's bars, Aloha bar, some electrolyte shoes, trail mix, which I'm gonna bring some smaller bags for, and chicken jerky. Now packing lists often tell you to bring gaiters, but our lodge is going to bring those for us, so I don't have to pack gaiters. Yay! All right, let's talk about toiletries, because this can be one of the trickiest things to figure out how to pack efficiently. If you're in the US and you have TSA PreCheck, you know it's pretty darn easy to get your liquids through. You don't even have to take them out of your bag. This can be my downfall, because I forget when I travel internationally that you don't have TSA PreCheck anymore, and you're taking everything out. So when you're traveling internationally, always, always, always make sure that you look up the rules and regulations at whatever airport you're going to be flying out of. For me, this time, that's Kigali International Airport in Rwanda, and they allow you to take one 20 by 20 centimeter bag of liquids, and no bottle of liquid can be more than 100 milliliters. What does a 20 by 20 centimeter bag look like? That. Looks like that. This is actually 17 by 17, so you could get a little bit more. But, you know, there's not a lot fitting in this thing. Now, this is not all the toiletries that I need to bring with me to Rwanda. So I'm having to get a little bit clever here. Typically, I would put all of my liquids into one bag and not really worry about it. I'll put my solids in another so I don't take up space in that liquid bag, and typically that's gonna get me through. This time, I'm thinking about it a little bit differently. I've decided to group my liquids into 2 bags. This is the bag that's coming home with me. These are the things that are not. All of these items, bug spray, this is like half a thing of dry shampoo. texture spray, sunscreen, more bug spray, Caladryl lotion, and some like face lotion samples. None of these need to come home with me. So while I'm counting on getting them into the country, I'm not counting on getting them out of the country. That allows me to put my more valuable liquids in the bag that is coming home. So in this bag, I have my foundation, I have my tinted moisturizer, my Kiehl's face wash, lotion, some Neosporin, and my overnight lip balm. So I'm going to use my Aloha bags. I love these Aloha collection bags so much because they are splash proof, so they're going to help prevent anything that might leak from getting all over your clothes. They're also so beautiful. They double as purses and clutches. You can use them to throw in a wet bathing suit. You can use it as a packing cube. Like, I have so many of these bags because I love them very much. So I'm going to use this one to help organize my toiletries. All of my take-home stuff is going to go in here. All of my don't take home stuff is going to go in here. And I'm actually going to put a couple of these in a plastic bag because this Caladryl lotion, if it does leak, it's going to be a disaster. So I'm going to throw this in with, I think, these guys, the bug sprays, and the sunscreen. They're going to go in there. Make sure to squeeze all the air out. You're trying to save as much room as possible. So get the air out of there. And then my samples and my hair stuff. So if for some reason, I don't know, TSC pre-check is closed or I get pulled for secondary or whatever, all my liquids are in this bag. I know I can just pull it out of my backpack and I'm good to go. Here's the other thing to consider when you are packing to go through security. This bag needs to be in my backpack or somewhere that it's easy for me to pull out. So if I'm traveling with pre-check, I don't bother taking it out of my suitcase. It's rare that I have to pull it out of there. But if I don't have pre-check or, you know, the country doesn't have a system like that, then it goes in my backpack. So it's super quick and easy for me to pull out. All right, and this bag, this other Aloha bag, I'm going to put the solids. So deodorant, makeup brush, foot powder. It's gonna be swampy there, y'all. Some lipstick and lip balm with SPF, Q-tips, floss, toothbrush, hairbrush, this tiny little emery board that I love. All of those things in this Aloha bag, and this is going to go in my main suitcase. Another fun thing about traveling to Africa, they don't have like 7-Elevens on the corner. We're often traveling into really rural areas, so you need to come prepared and bring all the things you might need with you. That includes drugs. Legal drugs. So I'm going to use this mini Aloha pouch to contain my pharmacy, and in that I'm putting Benadryl. That's expired Benadryl. Don't take that. I've got Advil, Tylenol, more Tylenol, a lot of Pepto-Bismol. This is probably more Pepto-Bismol than you'll need, but you know, this is one of those things that you don't want to be without. And also, somebody else in your party might be really grateful you brought it. Got some antacids. Oh, a little more Pepto-Bismol. And I've got a bunch of Band-Aids. Now the Neosporin is already in my liquids, so this should be enough to get me through this trip. Now, if you are checking luggage, I would recommend you keep this with you in your carry-on bag. I'm just going to carry on luggage, so this is going to go in my carry-on bag. Next up, I'm going to pack my backpack. My backpack is going to stay with me in my seat at all times, so this is where I'm keeping my valuable items. This is the backpack I love to use. This is from the North Face. I bought it on sale like years ago when I went to Kenya. I love the color. It's very small and lightweight, but surprisingly roomy. So I use this thing a lot. It is my MVP. It's also going to be great for when we go trekking. This thing is a perfect hiking backpack. So looking forward to putting this one back into action again. Now this backpack in particular only has one big compartment and then like one sort of half zip compartment in the front. So for me, the best way to do this is to use Aloha bags, and I'm going to use those to categorize and contain all of my random things that need to be in here. Y'all, I wasn't kidding when I said I had quite the collection of Aloha bags. I've got toucans, I've got the Jack Johnson one, I've got the Safari one, a couple of maxi-sized ones. Like, it's become excessive. Love you, Aloha collection. So I'm mostly going to use small pouches. This is the mid-size pouch, so you can see the difference, small versus mid-size. The mid-size pouch I'll probably use for foods. And then I'm gonna pack at least one of these maxi ones. This I'm gonna use for a change of clothes, just in case something happens. All right, so the way I like to think about my flight bag is to pack snacks, entertainment, comfort items, and essential things. 4 categories. So let's do comfort items. Compression socks are your best friend, especially the older you get, y'all. I don't know what's going on. When I went to Iceland, I didn't wear compression socks, and it took a day and a half for the swelling in my ankles to go down. It was not pretty. Other comfort items. I'm a face mask person. I love a paper face mask. I use one of these before I land. I have scared the hell out of some flight attendants before, but these are great. They're super easy to dispose, and they just make you like feel super refreshed when you arrive. So big fan of these because the plane is very dehydrating. I'm gonna take some electrolyte tablets. This is Noon. I like these because they're super portable and easy, so I'm gonna put some of those in there. I've got a thing of emergency just in case. Very important. I'm going to take some Beam. I'm not going to take this whole bag. I'm actually going to portion it out into a container. But Beam Dream helps me sleep. And for this flight, I'm going to have to knock out around like 4 o'clock my time. And that's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. So I'm going to bring some Beam Dream, but I'm going to put this in a smaller container because I don't need to bring the whole packet. And if for some reason it gets confiscated, this is like $90. It's not cheap. And I don't want to lose $90 at the airport. So I'm going to bring this, but I'm going to bring it in a smaller container. I'm going to some earplugs. I never use them, but I always prefer to have them just in case. And then I've got the items in my flight club bag. Now, since this is an international trip that I'm taking and I'm flying business class, most of these I'm going to receive when I'm on there, but I love taking this when I'm in economy. Typically, I'll have some like deep moisturizing cream, some eye drops, lip gloss, sanitizing wipe, and some like feminine items just in case. The other thing I'm going to recommend for my ladies out there, take some panty liners. This is a game changer. It just helps you arrive feeling much fresher when you can change out the liner. Trust me, just trust me. And a couple of emergency tampons is always a good idea, just in cases. And again, even if you don't think you need them, somebody else around you might be very grateful, so worth bringing. I almost forgot. One of the most crucial of all items, lip balm. A really good lip balm. I love Kiehl's. This is my favorite. That's going in my comfort items for sure. Next up, I'm going to pack entertainment. Now, typically when I travel, I like to take my iPad. This time, I'm not going to do it. They have a really good entertainment system on the plane, so I shouldn't need it. I've got a couple movies downloaded on my phone just in case. I am going to bring a book, which is kind of unlike me. I love to read, but I don't typically travel with books. But I feel like taking Gorillas in the Mist to Rwanda and Uganda is kind of like required. So this is coming with me. I always take a travel journal. This is a travel journal. I love these little journals from Rifle Paper Company. I will write in this every single day, and I will save all of my like tickets and stubs and things and eventually make a travel journal out of this. So this goes with me. This time, this is gonna be the first time that I'm gonna try and film while I'm on the plane. I already feel like a douche saying that. But I bought this little tripod thing that supposedly attaches to the seat. I don't know how, so that's gonna be fun to figure out. But this is coming with me. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'm also gonna put all of my cords and chargers in this guy. This is very important. I can't do this until the day I leave, but my phone charger, my laptop charger, and my AirPods will all go in this bag right here. Here's a fun little tip. If you have items that you need to take with you in the morning, like your phone charger, your AirPods, something like that, write yourself a note and stick it on top of your bag. So that way you know you're not going to forget it. Oh, and before I forget, travel charger. This is so important. This is a travel like power converter that has all the little pieces, so you can use plugs wherever you go. Very important. And I like to keep that in my backpack just in case. I don't know, we might get to an airport and like they don't have the same plugs that we have, so I just like to keep this in my backpack. Now we gotta do the essential items. Probably the most important thing of all, passport. Don't forget this baby. And with my passport, I've also got my yellow fever card tucked in there, so I know it's all together. This, I've already had a nightmare dream about. Also in this bag, I'm gonna put my cash. I just gotta figure out a way to like stack it because it's got to show up crisp. So I think I'm going to put it in a couple of envelopes and divide it amongst my 2 bags. And then I'm going to put my laptop and My favorite water bottle. Before I forget, probably the most important item that you need to put in a bag is a pen. Yeah, don't forget a pen. You're gonna need it to fill out customs forms, like declaration forms, those sorts of things. Gosh, is it a pain when you don't have a pen and you gotta fill out those forms. So throw a pen in your bag. And now I just have to fit all of this stuff and my toiletries in this bag. It's like a magic trick. You ready? Let's do it. Step 1, make use of empty space. So for the hiking boots, I stuffed them with socks. Perfect. It's also a great place to put things that you're worried about breaking. So I'm gonna put like my sunglasses in this boot, the gardening gloves in this boot, and the sports bra. Perfect. I'm gonna lay these flat and nestle them as far against the wall as I can. Now I'm gonna start building my clothes on this side. Second pair of pants, hiking outfit, remaining shirts, shorts, shirt, and romper. All of these are gonna go in here and get shoved up against this side. So you can probably see in here, there's a lot of room like on the gaps. There's room here, there's room in here. I'm gonna put this purse in here, shove it up against the side, put the poncho in, shove it in the back here. On top of these, I'm gonna put my sandals and like nest them. I've got some odd spaces in here, so I'm gonna fill that in with more socks and underwear. Next, I'm gonna put in my pajamas and that cap. Now let's put in our frivolous outfits. One set of snacks, these phone things, bathing suit. In fact, I'm gonna put bathing suit under the shoes. That's probably a better idea. Ooh, there's so much space over here. Yeah, get in there, bathing suit. Pharmacy, non-liquid toiletries, trail mix. Boom. How cool is that? It's not light. Oh my god, it is not light. It's everything I need for this trip. It's amazing. The other trick to packing carry-on is to use your body. So wear clothes that you can reuse when you get there. I'm gonna do some laundry and wear like a jacket, fleece, whatever, wear that on the plane. Same with hats. If you're gonna bring like a nice hat, wear that on the plane. It's the easiest way to save space in your luggage. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe because after this trip, I'm gonna do an unpacking video and I'm gonna tell you what worked, what didn't, and what I was missing. Okay, y'all, go create a life you love. Gotta go.